What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Big Boy Facts Johnny. Tonight I'm going to do my WWE Smackdown review and highlights. You guys new. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. I'm on the road to 4K. Let's get started. Now, this episode of Smackdown was a solid show, but the first segment was good. This is the in-ring segment. We're kicking things off, but Adam Pearce is in the ring, waiting for Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns tells Pearce that he doesn't control anything. Pearce is here to serve him. Reigns doesn't waste on Pearce, and he certainly doesn't wait on Edge. Reigns says Edge doesn't want it. Edge knows what Reigns will do to him. Roman Reigns says he's going to beat Edge so bad they will have to put him on a Legends contract. Reigns isn't waiting on him. Edge isn't going to pick Reigns because he's scared. Reigns will drop his title when he wants to. Pearce says he has a contract that says Reigns will defend the title in the Elimination Chamber. Reigns laughs. Paul Heyman says Reigns' contract says he has to defend the title at Elimination Chamber, but not in the Chamber. Heyman tells Pearce to put whoever he likes in the Chamber. Whoever wins in the Chamber can have a Universal Championship match on the spot. Pearce says he has a lot to think about. Pearce leaves the ring and says he can't think of two people who will not have to qualify for the Chamber match. Pearce gives Jey Uso and Kevin Owens a spot in the Chamber. Reigns leaves the ring, got in Pearce's face. That part was hilarious. I laugh at that part. Reigns says Pearce doesn't get it. Reigns doesn't care about Owens or Uso. Pearce has all of his attention. Heyman tells Roman Reigns that Pearce understands. That was a good first hour of SmackDown segment. That segment was good. So we move on. Backstage, Adam Pearce runs into Sonya Deville. Sonya Deville asks Pearce what he was thinking stepping into Reigns that way he did. Pearce says he has dealt with Reigns' consequences before. He isn't worried. Pearce says they need to flip up the Chamber match quickly. Sonya Deville says he has an idea. Take the tag match that is about to happen and make it so the winners get a spot in the Chamber. Pearce says that's a good idea. Deville says she's already took care of it. Why do SmackDown have to qualify for the Elimination Chamber match, but Raw has already announced their match at Elimination Chamber? I just don't get it. But anyway, winning team will be entering the Elimination Chamber. Rey and Dominic Mysterio versus Sami Zayn and King Corbin. It says on the way to the ring, Sami Zayn complains about had to qualify to get a spot in the Chamber. Mysterio dropkicks Sami Zayn off the apron. Dominic tries a dive where he hits Zayn but manages to still go face first onto the announcer desk. Mysterio sends Corbin to the outside with the Hurricanrana. Mysterio helps Dominic back into the ring. After the break, Dominic fires up and lands a tornado DDT for a near fall. Dominic lands a series of senton. Zayn catches Dominic with the Blue Thunderbomb. Dominic hits a neck breaker. Corbin breaks up the pin attempt. The ends the days. Mysterio breaks it up. Double 619 by Mysterio and Dominic to Corbin. Sami Zayn suplexes Dominic into the corner. Sami Zayn hits the hula kick for the win. The winners, Sami Zayn and King Corbin. Backstage, Rude and Ziggler makes a bid to get into the Elimination Chamber match. Deville asks if they want to be in the same pod. Robert Roode says no, they want their own pods. Deville says if Rude and Ziggler can earn their way in if they can defeat Cesaro and Daniel Bryan. Backstage, Reginald walks up on Sasha Banks as she is talking with Kalisto. Reginald is carrying a glass of something. Banks takes it after Reginald says he mean it when he said she could beat Bianca Belair. So we get an in-ring segment. Big E says he made a vow to be fighting champion. Big E says he is putting the Sami Zayn and Apollo Crews chapter behind him. Crews music hits and Crews walks to the ring. Crews says he knows Big E was about to issue an open challenge. Crews says Big E says Crews is right. He will defend the title against anyone but Crews. Big E tells Crews to take a walk and go to catering. Big E says they are done. Crews says as long as Big E has the title, he will never stop. Big E yells to bring out his opponent. Shinsuke Nakamura's music hits. So we get the Intercontinental Championship match. We got Big E versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the Intercontinental Championship match. This was pretty good. I really enjoyed it for what it was. It says the winner of the match, Big E, but it was disqualification. So Big E won by disqualification, but still your Intercontinental Champion, Big E. It says Smackdown roster, gather around the ring. In-ring segment, Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins says things have changed. The things that has changed the most is him. As most of you know, he has recently become a parent of the very first time. He has a perfect little baby girl at home. She has changed his life in a way he never imagined. When he looks around the ring, he sees some of the most talented performers in the history of this company. Rollins says he looked around SmackDown and he needs to figure out where he fits in. Rollins is the man who will lead SmackDown into a new age. Everyone starts to leave. Rollins says you all have to do is embrace his vision. The only person left standing by the ring is Cesaro. Rollins says he knew Cesaro would understand. Cesaro shakes his head and walks away. As Cesaro is walking up to the ramp, Seth Rollins chop blocks Cesaro. Seth Rollins beats down Cesaro. Then Bryan chases Rollins away. So we get Bayley versus Liv Morgan. I did not really care about this match. It says the winner of the match, Bayley. So we already know Billie Kay is annoying, god awful. She can't wrestle, and Billie Kay strikes again. That's all I gotta say. So we get the Street Profits versus Alpha Academy. This match was decent. It says the winner of the match, the Street Profits. So we get As4 and Dongus Hall walking up the ramp. Sasha Banks music hits. Sasha Banks and the Street Profits jam on the stage before she makes her way to the ring. In-ring segment. Sasha Banks says she likes Belair. Belair is a big little sister to her. The only choice of Belair to make is to face Sasha Banks at WrestleMania. Belair walks down to the ring and says she likes Sasha Banks too, but she sees Banks. Banks may be the boss, but she isn't the boss of her. Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler interrupt. I didn't expect to see Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler, so what's the point by having the segment? But anyway, Nia Jax says she doesn't get why anyone cares about Belair. Shayna Baszler says they won the tag titles the same night Bianca Belair won the Royal Rumble. Why isn't everyone talking about them? Banks says she knew they were going to come out here, so she has some footage prepared. The footage of Baszler getting rolled up by Naomi from Raw is shown. Banks says that isn't the footage she means to show. Jax yells for Banks not to do it. Belair tells the Tuck to show it. The footage of Nia Jax getting her hole broken is showing. A brawl breaks out. Belair and Banks trip Nia Jax on the apron, and she lands first on the apron again. Jack wrench as she tried not to scream about her hole again. Belair picks Baszler up in the glam slam. Banks knees Belair in the face on the way down. So we get the winning team will be entering the Elimination Chamber. Cesaro and Daniel Bryan versus Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode. This match was fantastic. Cesaro and Bryan take an early advantage. Bryan accidentally dives into Cesaro. Roode and Ziggler send Cesaro and Bryan into the ring steps. Corbin and Zayn walk out to the stage, watching the match. After the break, Ziggler and Roode are taking turns beating down Bryan. Bryan managed to tag in Cesaro, who lands multiple European uppercuts. To Ziggler. Cesaro hits the Swiss Death uppercut on Ziggler. Ziggler kicks out. Daniel Bryan drops Roode with the running knee after breaking up. Cesaro swing. Cesaro lands in European backbreaker onto the swing. Cesaro locks Ziggler in the sharpshooter. Ziggler taps out. The winner of the match, Cesaro and Daniel Bryan. That was a pretty good. This tag team match was fantastic. Cesaro and Bryan have standoff with Corbin and Zayn. Uso appears behind them and hits Cesaro with a chair. A huge brawl breaks out. Kevin Owens hits the ring and drops everyone's with the stunner. Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman are watching backstage. Reigns is seething. So SmackDown was a solid show, but the first hour was good. I'd rather give Cesaro the win at Elimination Chamber than have Cesaro face Seth Rollins. Then have Seth Rollins cost Cesaro for the WWE Universal Championship. I wouldn't mind that. But anyway, if you guys enjoy my WWE SmackDown review and highlights, please drop a like on this video, subscribe to my channel. I'll leave my Twitter, my Instagram, and TikTok down below in the description. SmackDown was a solid show, like I stated earlier, but the first hour, but the first segment was good. I really enjoyed it for what it was, but SmackDown was a solid show. But anyway, I gotta get up out of here, man. I'm tuning in Sunday, NXT Vengeance Day. Yeah, NXT Vengeance Day pay-per-view. I can't wait. That video's coming out this Sunday. And my name is Big Boy Facts Johnny. I'll talk to you guys later. I'll see you guys this Sunday on my WWE NXT Vengeance Day review and highlights. I'll talk to you guys later. Big Boy Facts Johnny, and I'm out of here.